Oh, what is going on YouTube? It is your boy Jay, and look y'all, today we are back with another video. Now look, before we do anything, appreciate all y'all for love and support. We still on the road to 5K subs. Y'all make sure to that like and subscribe for your boy Jay mid glove motion all 2025 chat. Now look, a lot of y'all been asking me, yo Jay, you made your return to Madden. How do you feel about the game, gang? And I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm gonna say this, okay? Because we got a lot to talk about. This game is playable, but there are some things that 100% need to be looked at and need to be fixed, okay? And this is not me, oh, you just want to rant. Like, no, this game has, some things that need to be looked at. And how I know that, I had to make a list. I had to make a list, y'all. That's how frustrating it was for me and things like that. Now, yes, like I said, the game is playable. This is, in my opinion, way better than 2K because 2K, you have to spend money. Okay, y'all know I'm doing no money spent. What you're seeing in the background, my no money spent squad and things like that, you're seeing in the clips, right? But let's get to this. Number one, because I'm not going to, spend all day on the intro. Y'all already know the vibes, okay? Bro, skill does not matter on this game. Okay, that's number one. Now, I'm not some Madden guru or some Madden freak, but to me, if I'm a better player than my opponent, meaning play calling, decision making, it should show. On this game, Madden 26, it doesn't matter. Somebody could make the worst decision and the game will allow them to do it. Now, I understand it's a video game. Hell, we understand it's a video game, but if somebody is playing completely stupid, okay, there's no way the game is allowing them to make it seem like that's a good idea, right? You could be the better player, the skill doesn't matter, right? Number two, usering feels unresponsive and useless. Okay, we can even mix that with the defense. Okay, I know a lot of y'all been asking me like, bro, like you gotta run this on defense, and hear what I'm saying, y'all. I've been paying attention to what the issue is with defense on these games. The defense is so bad on this game, and y'all can hear me when I say this. You know how like when you're watching preseason, and it's not a knock to the preseason players, but let's keep it real, bro. I mean, it's preseason for a reason. The defensive players on Madden 26 play like preseason players. Like I said, when you're watching preseason, you're like, bro, what are these guys doing? That is how the defense is on Madden 26. Whether you're playing Play Now, Ultimate Team, whatever mode it is, defense is bad, okay? It's not consistent, okay? You could call the perfect play and the game will make your play. I literally watched a player on a drag route, right? A drag route. We all know what a drag route is, right? Why is the DB running backwards, right? It's like, and that's why I realized why people blitz, right? Which, in my opinion, a lot of people that do that mid blitz stuff, it's easy to beat. But like I said, I see why they do it because guess what? Your corners, your secondary, it don't matter who you got. They not gonna know what they're doing. I think it's the way that the game is like animation heavy, right? To where the defensive players play like they have no idea what they're doing. And you could have an elite player, they don't know what they're doing, right? To where it's the point to where it's like, yeah, y'all got to fix that. Y'all have to fix that, okay? Now, and I'm going to say this, I'm going to say this once again too. The usering is bad, okay? I used to use the linebackers a lot, but I stopped doing it because the amount of times my players would drop a wide open interception 3 times. It even happened on stream. I read what my opponent was doing. I read his entire play, right? I dropped 3 wide open interceptions. He scores, right? It's like, bro, y'all got to take a look at this stuff, okay? Next. What's next on my list? Ratings don't matter on this game. They don't, okay? And I'm pretty sure I seen a tweet from, I think, Dreen. I think, he's playing them little Madden tournament. Shout out to him, right? He's absolutely correct. The ratings on this game don't matter, right? You could have an 86 overall. He's going to not perform against a 75. He's going to underperform, right? It feels like the game animations take over the ratings, right? Speaking of animations, I want to know, why does every quarterback on this game, EA, play like Patrick Mahomes? Okay, I want to know that. Why? Okay. Now, you're seeing in the background some clips here and there, like people just play stupid, okay? I mean, I don't even claim to be good at the game, okay? I'm just making my return. I haven't played Madden for real since like Madden 18, you know what I'm saying? That's the last time to me I had fun on the game. But when I am playing somebody who like knows what they're doing, they can have anybody at quarterback. And I know I heard of something called this air trucking stuff, but I don't really get it because like I said, maybe it's because I haven't played Madden in years. But I don't know why every quarterback has the Patrick Mahomes effect. Now, yes, in the little trailer, they were showcasing that you can now scramble with the quarterback. But I'm thinking for only certain quarterbacks. Every quarterback on this game can scramble and throw dots if they know what they're doing. Now, like that right there, that's a dumb throw right there. He shouldn't have thrown that, right? But I've been running into people with like low overall quarterbacks scrambling under pressure and just throwing the ball deep dot. You know what I'm saying? Insane. To me, like I said, I feel like the ratings should matter more than the animations. Okay? My next part that I want to add to this. This game is offensive heavy. Now, before y'all go in the comment section and say, well, bro, for being real, right? The NFL today is a lot of offense. You're absolutely correct. But when this is a video game aspect, you have to have some sort of balance. No matter what game it is, you have to have some sort of balance. Madden 26, as of right now, doesn't have balance between offense or defense. Right now, it's strictly an offensive party, right? It should be both, right? Because if you just have offense, it's like, bro, people starting to get frustrated and like, what am I doing wrong? And I've realized what the problem is. The players, if you pay attention, especially the defensive players, they don't know what they're doing. I don't know what EA did with the game. I don't know. I haven't played Madden in years, like I said. But whatever they did, the DBs play like they've never played football. Literally. And you're going to see a couple of times in these highlights where I'm just throwing to T. Higgins a lot because it don't matter who he's being covered by. His animation takes over the whole entire play, right? Now, don't get me wrong. If T. Higgins is an 80, well, my T. Higgins is 85, right? I think this feels like an 83. If he's going up against like a 73, yes, he should dog that DB 90% of the time. But if I'm throwing into triple coverage, it should not be a catch. That's a bad decision. And two, that's 3 against 1, right? Come on, that should be incomplete. Right? And it's like what EA tried to do was, as of right now, it's offensive heavy. There's a lot of points are going to be scored, but the defense lacks really everything on defense. And I know a lot of us are like, bro, now you got to call the right play. Listen, a lot of y'all just spam mid blitz. Let's keep it a buck. A lot of y'all just spam mid blitz. I know what I play the game, y'all. And I'm talking about just regularly playing. Even on Play Now, people just spamming mid blitz. I get it. But at some point, you shouldn't have to just run mid blitz. You should be able to call a play to where your secondary can cover what they're supposed to do. But on this game, they don't do it. They don't do it, right? You gotta it's like you gotta get lucky on this game. You see what I'm saying? And speaking of lucky, bro, Ultimate Team, and I even made already a video on this, but I'm gonna say this again. The matchmaking is poor, okay? Now, don't get me wrong. Have I faced people who have literally bought their team, beat them, exposed them, right? Yes, I've done it multiple times. But at some point, EA, I know what y'all are doing, and it's really kind of messed up if we being real. What you're doing is you're saying, hey, let's say somebody never played Ultimate Team, right? And they're like, well, I want to test an Ultimate Team. You know, let's say they're a Play Now player or a franchise player. They've never played Ultimate Team. What EA does is, oh, you've never played Ultimate Team? Well, how about we put you up against somebody who not only just buys packs, but buys his team pretty much, right? And you're now going in really no chance because you really have none of the players that he has, right? And yes, you can beat a lot of these players that have bought into them. They're horrible at the game, absolutely. But at some point, where's the balance? Where's the fairness in giving me a fair match? There's weight classes for a reason. You see what I'm saying? But on this game, and it's every sports game, there's no balanced matchmaking. They put you up against somebody they know gonna have a better chance at, getting the win against you, right? And like I said, a lot of y'all that's out there, buying y'all team, spending all this money, and some of y'all are really just horrible. I mean, and it's not even about, stick skill. It's about people decision making. Like, I literally played somebody, he throwing on 3 people every time. It's like, yeah, I'm like, it's gonna work probably one time, but like, bro, like, come on now, it's gonna be a pick, right? So it's like, the matchmaking on here gotta be better, right? Next on my list, tackling. I want to talk about tackling. Tackling to me feels like these guys are playing two-hand touch, and you can even put that with the preseason stuff. Once again, I understand what EA tried to do, but there's a lot of defense is lacking. EA Sports, it's lacking. Tackling is poor. The coverage on secondary is nowhere. Okay, if you pay attention to a lot of these plays that I'm throwing deep with my CJ Stroud, right, the corner has no clue on what he's doing. It don't matter who they got at DB. It's like they're lost. And that's just how the game is, right? I was playing earlier and, I was talking trash. So I told you I'm competitive, right? I outplayed my opponent. I literally outplayed my opponent. He had 15 seconds, right? 15 seconds in the game, right? He's at like the 20-yard line, like on not like to the goal line, but y'all get what I'm saying. Like he has a long way to go, right? So obviously with 15 seconds, I'm gonna play man 3 deep. He runs this trick play. Now I know what y'all gonna say, but Jay, you can't. No, listen to what I'm telling you. I did the right thing because on this game, you cannot play man 3 deep and make them fall back even more, strictly because you can get a catch and get out of bounds and you get in field goal range, right? I was only up by 2 points, so I just regular man 3 deep. He throws a deep play. He did like some type of whatever weird play it was to where T. Higgins caught the ball on 3 people or 2 people and just ran over somebody else and scores and wins the game. And I wasn't even mad because I was like, that's what this game is. It's offensive paper. There's no type of consistent defense. There is none. This game bails a lot of people out. Now, has it went for me a lot? Of course. I've thrown in a triple coverage because that's how the game is. I don't do it because, I don't know what I'm doing. I do it because that's how the game is, EA Sports. The defense is lacking, and I mean lacking really bad, okay? Really bad. Dropping wide open interceptions. Especially now I know what y'all gonna say, bro, you just caught a couple of picks in these clips. Listen, y'all gonna see some plays, which I say, I throw the ball to T. Higgins. Y'all gonna see some plays to where you're gonna get an interception, right? But I'm not clicking on sometimes. Usering, like I said, when you're usering, there's been so many times where I'm dropping an interception usering, right? Like, there's a lot of plays to where I'm usering no pick. Like right there, I didn't use her that. Travis just read that play, right? And that's nothing too. That right there that you just saw from Travis Hunter, that's rare. That doesn't happen consistently. There'll be another time to where the person caught the same play, but Travis, this time he's doing something else. He's not doing what he's supposed to be doing. Which is why I keep saying the defense is not consistent, right? There's no balance. Offense is consistent. T. Higgins will moss 2 people. You can do the same play. He gonna do it again. Offense is consistent, but defense is not. Now, like I said, me personally, should T. Higgins be going crazy if he's playing like a 72 or a 75? Yes, one-on-one. But 2 people, I don't know about that, y'all. That's to me is pushing it. That to me is pushing it. Okay, not every receiver should play like that. And like I said, I feel like the game animations have taken over the rating, right? Instead of you just having the rating, meaning like I'm pretty sure the best card in Ultimate Team is a 72 Dante Thornton. I don't even have Dante Thornton, but I've played Dante Thornton so many times. And I'm like, bro, this guy, I'm not worried about him. I had to really find out who this guy was. I'm like, why does everybody have this card, right? And when you play Dante Thornton, you thinking you playing Megatron. Not only this guy is 6'5", he got 86 speed. He's got a low catch, but he catches almost everything in traffic. And it's like, bro, like there's like you can't even. It's like I can't even get mad. It's the game. The game is allowing it. Because if you look at his card, he only has high speed. You look at his catching, low catching, 60-something catching, but he's able to catch almost everything because the game allows it. It's like, and I think even like I said, Drini said this, right? Which I think he's like a top Madden player, or he used to play Madden, things like that. I've watched him some of these Madden tournaments, okay? So I know he is. Shout out to him, he ever see this video, because he even said speed is the only thing that matters. But when I seen him say it, I'm like, nah, maybe he just had a bad experience. Until you play somebody that knows how the game really goes, all that matters is speed, y'all. And that's why people are on these budget beast cards, because if a player has high speed, that's all that matters. It don't matter if they got, 82 zone coverage, 83 press. If they're not fast, forget about it, because they're not. The way the game is, it's animation based, right? It doesn't matter about the rating. I want to also say this. the glitch kicking, that should have been like, how is that still a problem, EA? Like, people doing these kickoffs and they're just doing the glitch method. Anybody that's doing that, you need to seek help. I ain't gonna lie. I'm playing regular head-to-head Ultimate Team, and people are doing a glitch kick, right? And I will still sometimes go down the field and score like a 97-yard drive, right? But it's like, anybody doing that is insane, bro. Like, and I'm playing regular Ultimate Head. I'm not even playing ranked Ultimate Team head-to-head. I'm playing just regular head-to-head Ultimate Team. And people are still doing that, which I feel like EA, you allow it, so it's like people gonna keep doing it. A lot of things need to be looked at. And like I said, defense right now is just nowhere. Next I want to say on my list, because I just talked about the aggressive catching. The blocking is, when it comes to the quarterback throwing the ball down the field, the blocking is kind of iffy. I'm not going to lie. I understand that people are doing this mid-blitz BS, which I think is not going to be as powerful. There's a way you can beat a mid-blitz, okay? If you know what you're doing, you can beat it. I've beat mid-blitz a lot of the times, okay? And a lot of people are just doing it because they're going on YouTube trying to figure out how to do this because defense is so bad, right? But the blocking on this game, and I know this has been a problem. I've heard this has been an issue for years, right? But like I said, I haven't played Madden in years, so it's like I didn't really like pay attention to it. But when you are throwing the ball or trying to throw the ball to anybody, whoever you have at quarterback, your offensive line, you can even have a solid O-line. They're not blocking. They're not blocking. The run blocking is okay. Like, you can run block for sure. But when it comes to throwing the ball down the field, they're not going to block. Somebody's always free. Yes, in a blitz, they're sending somebody extra. I get that. But let's say, okay, I tell the running back, yo, block him. It doesn't matter who you tell to block. There's no time. You got like 3 seconds, right? So all of these issues with this game, and it's very frustrating to me because, yes, not every game is perfect. But to me, once again, EA, this is another game that had decent potential to be something. And a lot of these issues you would think wouldn't be issues, right? Like, I heard about the air trucking stuff. I don't know. Like, to me, I put a quarterback spot on people that are like throwing with the quarterback, right? And that's another thing, too. You got to really do that fast. People just try to hack the ball and, you can't do it because people just like to scramble with the quarterback 90% of the time and just try to run with them. And like I said, so I understand what EA was trying to do. This game had really solid potential, but they dropped the ball, especially with defense. And if there's no balance, that's when people just really don't care to play the game. Another thing I want to add. How do I feel about somebody like, yo, how do you feel about, big, tall players being able to actually play? I like it. Like, my tight end number 80, he's 6'7", and he also got some decent speed, right? I agree if I have a tall player, right, who's decent. My tight end's like a 79, I think, which is okay. That's not great. It's decent. If I throw him the ball and he's being guarded by like a 6'1", yes, he's in position to make the play, he should absolutely make the play. But if I'm throwing him the ball into triple coverage, he should not make the play. Because I had somebody message me that, like, oh, how do you feel about these players that are this tall, being able to make these plays? They should be able to if they're one-on-one. But when we talk about double teams and triple teams and throwing in triple coverage, no, they should not be able to make that play. Because that's like, how? Right? That's not a good decision, throwing into triple coverage. The game shouldn't reward me for making a horrible decision, right? Now, and like I said before, yes, it's early, but a lot of these things, y'all, and it's like, I get that some of y'all gonna say like, oh, nah, you just want to complain. Nah, game, you gotta play the game. The game is playable. Like I told you, it's playable. You don't have to spend. I'm doing no money spent. Y'all see what's going on in the background. And look, you see what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong. I think that's a gold card. So that could happen. That's one-on-one, no. But that's one-on-one. You see what I'm saying? That's C. Higgins. He's the better player. He should make that play. But if I'm throwing to him in triple coverage, he should not make that play, y'all. You see what I mean? Now, look at the DBs. Look at the DBs on this game. They're not responsive. The whole secondary is not responsive, bro. It's not responsive. And it's like, it don't matter what you call, right? That's why I don't like it's like, to me, using the linebacker, somebody else gonna be open, right? Like right here, CJ got sacked, right? He got Montez Sweater. Y'all see in the background, right? Look at this. 3rd and 18. I want y'all to see this, chat. Look. I had to call a timeout because for some reason I tried to go no huddle. They tried to make me go do a spike or whatever you want to call it, right? Watch what's about to happen, y'all. Look at this. I want y'all to see this. It's 3rd and 18. You know who I'm throwing the ball to, right? But look at this. I want y'all to see this. 3rd and 18. But this is how the game is. This isn't me like, oh, I hope you. I know this is the game. Look, that's 2 people. Look at T. Higgins. Look at that. you see what I mean? Like, that's the stuff that I'm talking about. But that's what I'm saying. That's how the game is, unfortunately. There is zero defense, especially when it comes to DBs. There is none. Now, did he click on? I don't know. I got to go back and see it. But my whole point is there was 2 people on T. Higgins, and I was like, I know what that game is. I'm going to throw the ball to T. Higgins because aggressive catching is just, it becomes broken. And I'm pretty sure we had this issue. What game was that? Madden 16, to where they had the Odell, spectacular catching, right? And I think, it was allowing a lot of players to do it, which became like game breaking. I hope that's not what this is. There's no way that you should be seeing certain cards get the same animation as T. Higgins. And not only is it the animation, bro, I've never seen somebody I've never seen a receiver catch over 3 people, still find balance, stiff arm, and score a touchdown. That's got to be one of the greatest receivers ever. You see what I'm saying? I get it's a video game, but come on now. I got 3 DBs on this player. He not only catches the ball like it was nothing, he stays on his feet, then he stiff arms and runs for a touchdown. What are we like? Come on now. That would make somebody fed up. That would make somebody real frustrated, bro. But like I said, that's the defense on this game, right? Now, a lot of y'all been asking me for tips for no money spent. I don't know what to tell y'all. You got to play the game. I feel like no money spent is, I didn't play a lot of solo challenges. Like, I think the week 2 solo challenge, I have to play that. To where, like you play the 9 games and you get the 30,000, coins. I have to do that. But you can definitely play this game, no money spent. I prefer you to do it that way because you don't want to spend money. You spend money on this game, you're not going to feel like you're getting what you paid for. Okay. There's people that have literally bought their team. Okay. And I don't even claim to be good at the game. Y'all, I haven't played this game in years. But I'm playing people who have the way better team. You think I'm capping? I can show y'all some games. I done clipped some games. Okay. Way better team, limited cards, right? I didn't even know Troy Polamalu had a card out. You know what I'm saying? I already know, about the Terrell Owens, things like that. But I'm playing people with the weight. They got the weight. They got the limited edition cards and everything, and I'm beating them. They're horrible, but it's like the rating doesn't matter, right? The game is more about the animation, right? It's more about the animation, and it shouldn't be like that. And a lot of these places in the back, and I was just making the right decision. But like I said, throwing the ball to triple-double coverage, it shouldn't be working, right? But like I said, with no money spent, you just got to play the game for real, and you got to be patient. You can't just play one solo challenge and, oh, I hope they give me a limited edition card so I can stop doing this. No, you got to play the game. You have to. I'm at 81 overall right now. No money spent, by the way, okay? I live stream half of my grind. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all think I'm capping, y'all can go see it. I'm not the best player, but it's like, defense to me is like, man, it's like you can't even get mad. You can't even get mad, bro. It's like that's how the game is. But going forward, I'm pretty sure EA is going to do something because this can't continue. I mean, you got literally people just making all these crazy plays, right? T. Higgins once again. T. Higgins plays literally like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, the T. Higgins I have right now, he's an 85. But in these clips, T. Higgins was like an 83 overall, and he was making all these crazy plays. On like the Marshawn Lattimore's, the Rel Revis, all of the new like DB cards that came out, he was making those plays against him. And I know those people people done quit the game, all of that stuff. But that's just how the game is, right? So, EA, y'all have a lot of work to do. What would I rate this game? As of right now, I give it a 5 out of 10. Okay, I'm giving it a 5 out of 10 as of right now, strictly because there's no balance. Okay, yeah, there's offense, but there's no balance to, like, make it a game. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no Madden to me always was like, I'm better than you type of game, right? I'm smarter than you type of game. It didn't seem like that when you play the game. No matter what mode you're playing, it doesn't seem like that. It's more on, I'm more luckier than you, right? Or, EA wants me to win the game. That's what this game seems like, okay? And they can go in and make they gotta fix the DBs though. Let me see if I can find some DB plays on here, which I'm probably not gonna be able to because like I said, I picked a couple of plays that y'all can see in the background, right? They have a lot to work on. Like right here, he's gonna try it with Jerry Jeudy. Terrible throw, right? That time I clicked on. But he threw that because he knows how the game is. Oh, I'm gonna throw the ball up, try to get the animation. People are not, that's a part of their game plan now, right? Can I get the lucky animation that Madden has in this game, that EA has in this game? And y'all know the animation that I'm talking about, right? So y'all can see why that is a, real problem. But like I said, y'all, like, I'm giving the game a 5 out of 10. Now it's still early, but you're seeing why. Like, there's zero defense. There's no matchmaking, zero defense. Is it better than 2K? Absolutely. Okay. And speaking of that, I'm gonna still do my reactions. I know a lot of you want me to hear how I feel about what's going on with 2K26. We're gonna do reactions, but do not expect me to make myself miserable for some views. That ain't happening, Cap. Because I know that's what y'all want, and to me, I'm not with that. Okay, I'd rather play Madden, right? Hopefully they fix these issues with the game, because y'all see the defense is absolutely just poor. You know what I'm saying? And no matter who you got out there playing defense, so. Like I said, I just hope they get things together. Y'all stay tuned. A lot more reactions are on the way. And EA, please take a look at this game. Okay, the game had decent potential. It's not over yet. It hasn't even been a month yet, if I'm correct. Once again, T. Higgins 1-on-1. No, that's my tight end. That's not even T. Higgins. But like I told you, the 1-on-1s I have no problems with, right? It's the other, triple coverage, double coverage I have an issue with, right? The double coverage and triple coverage. That to me is where, okay, that's a problem here, right? But yeah, the rest of these plays, y'all gonna see, like, it's just me making the right read sometimes. And I got CJ Stroud, who's not even mobile. No money spent, though. That's a part of, and that's what's fun about doing no money spent, right? Look, that's in triple coverage. T. Higgins, look. See? You see how I'm making that throw? Like, I'm trying to get the animation. That's a part of everybody's game plan. Everybody that plays this game, that's in your playbook. Not even like, that same play, but that decision making is in your playbook, right? Right here, we're going to hit, Worthy. He's got nothing but green grass and, spin move there. And that's nothing. Even Worthy be playing out of his mind, bro. 79 overall. Like... And you like, bro, I got an 82 overall receiver and Worthy playing better than him. It's a lot going on though. But like I said, EA, y'all have a lot of work to do. Hopefully y'all get it together because the game has potential. There's no balance and there's a lot of things that are broken and that need to be looked at. Okay. Will y'all do it? I hope so, because this is Madden 26. It's next gen. People want to play a game to where they can not only have fun, but get the value that they and time out of their day. Feel like they're actually playing what they paid for, which is a football game, not a game to where who gets more lucky, right? Because that's what it's really been about. There's no way a 72 is the best player in the game. That's insane. But that's how your game is as of right now. But like I said, y'all let me know in the comment section if y'all have anything y'all want to add to this rant. And yeah, man, I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. I'm going to see y'all in the next one. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. No homo type ish. And I'm out, y'all. Peace. Jevin signing out.